What's up, guys? So it's 7 a.m. About to head to the gym, and just left the dog out. Locked my stuff out of the house. Awesome. You want a good pre-intro workout song? Mixtape 13 by Bass Nectar. 71 minutes long. Doesn't get boring. You essentially just listen to it your entire workout. So right now I'm going to the Gold's Gym doing a push workout. Today I am training fasted. No reason. I just woke up and decided to go to the gym. I will probably always be a little more interested in hypertrophy and bodybuilding than powerlifting. I love doing powerlifting movements and the compound movements and the lifts, but I've always just had a little bit more interest in the aesthetic appeal to lifting. So majority of my workouts focus on a lot of volume. What I've been doing lately for chest is auto-regulating variation. So switching between every other workout, focusing on bench press or dumbbell press, and then incline or a flat chest press. So auto-regulating between those two workouts based off of how I feel and how much volume I've done for shoulders the previous workout. This is not meant to be some cheesy pep talk like motivational speech, but it is literally the mindset I have when I'm putting myself in uncomfortable situations. Like going into a new gym to film, it's not that big of a deal, but when no one sees someone carrying a camera around in the gym all the time, obviously eyes are attracted to that, and everyone's staring at you wondering what you're doing. It's easy for them to come ask questions, hey man, what's up, what are you doing? I'm filming a YouTube video. But instead, they judge. Alright, it's inevitable. People will judge you. And if you lose your momentum because you're afraid of what people think of you, that is one of the biggest things that'll hold you back, set you backwards in your progress of whatever you're shooting towards. So the one thing I say to myself all the time whenever I'm in an uncomfortable situation and I'm afraid of what people are going to think, I always say, don't live your life by the standards of other people. I posted that on Twitter the other day. It makes the biggest difference to me, or I'll just say, screw it, F it, I'm just going to do this. And it ends up being rewarding, accomplishing, because you're doing something that's out of your comfort zone. Obviously, I film in the gym all the time back home, but people know what I'm doing. Here, it's not that big of a deal. But when it's a little bit uncomfortable and you say, I'm not going to live my life by what these people are saying, I'm never probably going to see these people ever again, then it just makes it that much more rewarding and you can accomplish so much more success. Do not lose momentum because of other people's thoughts, actions, or opinions. All right, so right now it's about 10:30. This will be the first meal. So this is 6 ounces of bottom round steak, 1 cup of egg whites, just grilled on the stove with some garlic powder, salt and pepper, and then 4 servings of this cereal. I haven't tried this one yet, but it'll provide about 100 grams of carbs and then 12 grams of fiber. 1 banana, and I'm just going to eyeball in the cereal about a half cup of 2% milk. Big news, Leroy is now coming back to Texas because him and my parents' dog do not get along. You probably can't tell because they're asleep right now, but they don't. All right, it's 2 p.m. I'm going to make a quick lunch and then go to a local coffee shop to get some work done. The quick lunch is going to be an egg scramble. So these Simply potatoes are going to be the base. I'm going to use 3 servings of that, 2 whole eggs, 1 serving of mozzarella cheese, and then a cup of egg whites. While I make that, I'm going to snack on 3 of these things. These things look awesome. I picked them up yesterday at the grocery store. Nature Valley Protein Soft Baked Granola Bites, For 3, it's 7 grams of fat, 23 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of protein. These things are awesome. They would be great for like hiking. I could eat that whole bag, no problem. So I ended up just throwing some salsa on the egg scramble. When I went to crack the eggs, first egg that cracked was a double yolk. That's like rare. You know, you never find that. I only found a double yolk once. So I was tracking 2 eggs. So my plan was just use the egg white from the second egg. Crack the second egg. That egg was a double yolk too. I don't get it. The dogs are fine when they're tired. But when they're not tired, this one wants to fight this one because he feels threatened. Alright, so right now I'm at this local coffee shop called 3J's. It's in Palmyra, which is right next to Hershey. So I'm going to run in and get a coffee. Maybe an espresso. I've never had espresso before, but I love caffeine. And maybe like a coffee cake or a donut or something. But occasionally, like if I'm doing work, I like just getting out of the house and going somewhere. Like that's one of the reasons I can never work from home or put an office in my home and just stay there all day. Because I like getting out of the house and getting away from the same, daily ritual. I know a lot of people that work from their home and they enjoy it. My dad works from home a lot and he loves it. But personally, I just cannot do it. So the 2 big things I'm working on right now for the company, which is what I'm going to be working on in here, is the 2016 Sponsored Athlete Search. I brought this up a while back and it's been a work in progress because I'm still working on the nuts and bolts of how I want to do the assessment and selection phase of it, which is a pretty intense part of it. It's the main aspect, and I want to make sure I make the right decision because sponsoring an athlete for a small company is a pretty large investment. Second thing I'm doing is working with manufacturers to bring another product to the product line. So I'll give you more details as that kind of unfolds, but I'm working the R&D process right now, and I'm also going to be contacting some third-party marketing firms. I know in a previous video I said I wasn't going to use them anymore, but I came across this company and this guy who presented himself very well. So one of the things I have learned is that you always listen to what people have to say. Whenever marketers call me and they want to give me their speech, I listen because 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to use them, but I bet you I do learn something from the process. So take advantage of learning opportunities every single day. So it's around 6:30. I'm about to eat dinner and head to Trogs, meet up with all my buddies before everyone goes across the country again. So I have 2 more full days in Pennsylvania. I leave Thursday morning, so I'll get back to Texas Friday night. So for dinner, what I'm having, my mom threw dinner in the oven like an hour ago, and the family's all over the place, so it's just eat as you can and then leave. So this is pretty simple, keeping it very clean, quote-unquote clean. 11 ounces of sweet potato with 1 tablespoon of blue bonnet vegetable spread. So there's only 6 grams of fat per tablespoon, and 1 tablespoon is decent amount of volume for a potato. 9 ounces of chicken thighs with 1 tablespoon of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. A salad that just has like tomatoes, some cheese, some diced up peppers, with half a serving of Ken's light olive oil and vinegar dressing, and then 1 Red Delicious apple, roughly 250 grams. So a very micronutrient dense meal here. It's my second fruit of the day. Kind of my first vegetable. Probably going to be my only vegetable for the day. Alright guys, so right now it's about 11 o'clock. Just got done hanging out with some friends, left Trogs. So last meal of the night is going to be some proats. So this is 1 cup of just old-fashioned oats, a scoop and a half of Quest peanut butter protein powder, 1 tablespoon of just a natural peanut butter, and then 1 tablespoon of Nestle chocolate chips. And I also diced up a banana. About 112 grams of banana in there. Okay, so today's total macros ended up being 242 grams of protein, 450 grams of carbs, and 91 grams of fat. Typically, I've been aiming for anywhere between 475 and 500 grams of carbs, but because of that beer, that kind of equaled out, and I ended up hitting my total caloric intake for the day. Also to note, so the Quest protein powder isn't the best for like a sludge, but it works out really well in protes with oatmeal. So the consistency, the texture is pretty good. That wraps up the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I will talk to you in the next one.